Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Scorching bundle of August 2025. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you, the viewers, for watching my silly little videos. I hope they're helpful, and most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Teslagrad 2, a physics-based action platformer. Developed by Rain Games and published by Modest Games, Teslagrad 2 retains the original signature visual storytelling. Without relying on spoken dialogue, the game immerses players in a simple yet captivating narrative conveyed solely through visuals. Lumina, the protagonist, embarks on a treacherous journey through the fjordside kingdom of Wormheim with its Scandinavian marauders and electromagnetism. Seamlessly blending 2D and 3D art, the game's visuals are a unique work of art that captures attention. The game's core mechanics involve teleportation, magnetism, and electric sliding, offering versatile gameplay. The physics-based challenges, while occasionally finicky, encourage creative problem-solving and experimentation. Innovatively, combat in Teslagrad 2 takes a back seat, focusing on puzzle solving. Boss battles act as engaging puzzles, maintaining gameplay balance while offering moments of conflict. Despite its strengths, the game's minimalist approach affects replay value. Collectibles and hidden areas offer vague story hints and limited rewards, potentially leaving some players desiring more content. In conclusion, Teslagrad 2 provides an engaging blend of puzzle platforming, artistic achievement, and striking aesthetics. Its commitment to minimalism shapes an open-world experience reminiscent of games like Limbo and Inside. For players seeking atmospheric storytelling and challenges that test reflexes, Teslagrad 2 stands as a compelling addition to the Metroidvania genre. At number 2 we have Teslagrad Remastered, a captivating puzzle platformer. Developed by Rain Games and published by Modest Games, this title, originally released in 2013, offers a unique gameplay approach, breathtaking visuals, and an intriguing story delivery. Set in a steampunk-inspired world, the game presents an innovative mechanic centered around magnetism, challenging players to manipulate magnetic forces to solve puzzles and explore the beautifully crafted environment. Starting with a basic introduction to controls and platforming, Teslagrad gradually ramps up in complexity. What sets it apart is its emphasis on puzzle solving rather than combat, offering a refreshing change. The puzzles become progressively intricate, requiring players to master the protagonist's magnetic glove to navigate through hazards and traps. The game also features challenging boss battles that creatively integrate the magnetic mechanic, ensuring a satisfying blend of challenge and creativity. The story is presented subtly through visual cues and environmental storytelling, set in the dystopian world ruled by a power-hungry king. The protagonist's journey unfolds in an abandoned Tesla tower, uncovering secrets and piecing together the history of the Tesla Mansers. The hand-drawn 2D graphics are visually striking, boasting steampunk-inspired aesthetics and intricate detailing. Backgrounds and character designs are impressive, enhancing the game's overall atmosphere. While Teslagrad's lack of combat and focus on puzzle solving might not appeal to action-oriented gamers, its unique mechanics, engaging story delivery, and visually captivating world make it a compelling experience. The game's challenging yet well-paced difficulty curve, along with its distinctive aesthetic and storytelling, contribute to its appeal, making it a must-play for fans of puzzle platformers. At number 3 we have Metamorphosis, a game offering a fascinating journey through the surreal world inspired by Franz Kafka's novella, The Metamorphosis. In this game, you'll experience life from the perspective of an insect. You step into the shoes of Gregor Samsa, who undergoes a unique transformation into an insect of normal size. The game's narrative deviates from the novella as you embark on a bizarre adventure filled with unexpected twists. Alongside Joseph K., Gregor's friend from Kafka's The Trial, you navigate this strange insect world, adding complexity and depth to the story. The game's visual perspective, where you're reduced to less than a centimeter in height, provides a unique and captivating experience. Everyday objects become larger-than-life obstacles, transforming mundane settings into thrilling insect-sized challenges. The game's visuals are impressive, with detailed and textured objects, vibrant colors, and seamless transitions between settings. Metamorphosis offers a variety of levels, with engaging content, including puzzles and interactions with other insects. It's not overly challenging, making it a great choice for a relaxed gaming experience. The game allows for some choice in your actions, resulting in multiple endings and replay value. There's also a ton of insect puns and references for you to chew through, adding a layer of humor and charm. Quotes from Franz Kafka between levels provide a more somber touch for those familiar with his work. Metamorphosis offers a beautifully bizarre and immersive experience that defies expectations at every turn. Whether you're a Kafka fan or simply seeking an out-of-the-ordinary experience, this game invites you to embark on a unique and visually captivating journey. It's a short but sweet gaming experience that begs to be replayed, making it a worthwhile addition to your collection. At number 4 we have The Sinking Forest, a short Japanese psychological horror game that blends atmosphere, folklore, and survival mechanics into an intense 2-hour experience. You play as Sota, searching for your missing sister Sayuri, which leads you into a cursed forest and abandoned village steeped in unsettling rituals. The game's use of Unreal Engine 5 makes the environments both beautiful and terrifying. From misty woods to decrepit temples, you feel pulled into its world. The eerie ambience, disturbing mannequins, and occasional corpses build a chilling atmosphere that keeps you on edge. Exploration is a core part of the gameplay. Nothing is highlighted, so you need to carefully examine your surroundings to progress. This makes small puzzles rewarding, but can also be frustrating when item hitboxes are too precise. Combat is simple. Mannequins kill you instantly if they catch you, but you can defend yourself using fire pots scattered across the map. While this adds tension, enemies respawn after loading saves, which can feel repetitive. Still, the survival aspect balances exploration well. The most unique part of this game is the storytelling. The narrative mixes Japanese culture, tragedy, and supernatural horror in a way that feels both fresh and unsettling. The translation is rough at times due to budget constraints, but the meaning comes through. At around 2 hours, the game does not overstay its welcome. In a bundle, you get a tightly crafted indie horror experience with strong atmosphere, some clever mechanics, and genuine scares. If you enjoy Japanese horror, this is absolutely worth your time. At number 5 we have The Simulacrum, a deck-building roguelite with a unique twist. Procedurally generated cards. Every run introduces entirely new cards, making each playthrough feel like a fresh expansion. You'll start with a basic deck, and battle increasingly tough opponents, earning and modifying cards along the way. If you progress far enough, you'll keep the cards you find, using them in constructed deck battles against powerful guardians. What makes the Simulacrum unique is its dynamic deck building. Since no two players have the same cards, discovering synergies and adapting to what you find is key. Combat is simple yet strategic. Your units attack automatically, but placement is everything. This system leads to satisfying moments when your deck clicks, but can also be frustrating when luck is not on your side. While the game offers deep customization, it lacks a strong tutorial. Expect to struggle early on as you figure out how mechanics interact. The difficulty curve is steep, and some cards feel widely unbalanced. However, the sheer variety means you'll always have new combos to explore. Visually, the game is functional rather than flashy. The card art varies from eerie to bizarre, and while some designs impress, others feel inconsistent. The interface is serviceable, though some players report occasional bugs and slow animations. The Simulacrum delivers an engaging deck-building experience with near-infinite replayability. If you enjoy card games like Magic the Gathering and don't mind some rough edges, this hidden gem is worth a try. At number 6 we have Subterror, a first-person co-op horror game that places you at the bottom of the ocean inside abandoned biospheres. You can play solo or up to 4 friends as you explore domes filled with deserts, forests, and frozen tundras, all while uncovering procedural dungeons that hold dark secrets. The goal is survival. Gather loot, feed the entity living in your submarine, and push deeper into the abyss. The atmosphere is its strongest point. The underwater setting, with domes surrounded by endless darkness, creates constant tension. The eerie quiet, broken only by distant mechanical sounds or sudden encounters, keeps you uneasy. Each biosphere feels unique, though mechanically similar, and the procedural design ensures no two runs are quite the same. Gameplay mixes exploration, stealth, and resource management. Enemies vary, but could use more variety, as seeing the same threats repeatedly make the loop predictable. You can find weapons, though they're weak, and survival usually depends on teamwork and caution. Features like opening security doors using Morse code add a clever twist, making coordination with friends more engaging. The game shares DNA with titles like Lethal Company. You'll recognize the structure: dock, loot, survive, repeat. While it does not reinvent the formula, the ocean theme and biosphere settings give it a fresh feel. That said, solo play can be punishing, and the harsh death system means losing everything if your crew wipes. In a bundle, Subterror offers tense atmospheric fun, especially with friends. If you enjoy co-op horror, it is worth diving into. At number 7 we have Thrive, an evolution simulation game where you take charge of a species development on an alien planet. Starting as a single microbe, you guide your organism through survival, reproduction, and adaptation, all while competing with other evolving species in a dynamic ecosystem. This early access game offers a unique blend of strategy, biology, and creative freedom. You'll start in the microbe stage, navigating a watery environment to gather resources and avoid predators. Success unlocks access to the editor, where you can fine-tune your species by adding organelles, adjusting cell structure, and exploring new biomes. The ultimate goal is to evolve into more complex life forms and outpace rival species. Thrive shines in its commitment to scientific accuracy, with real compounds and mechanics inspired by biology. The procedurally generated maps and various biomes keep gameplay fresh, while the tutorial eases you into its deep systems. Whether you're scavenging, photosynthesizing, or predating, each playthrough offers a chance to experiment with new strategies. However, as an early access game, it's not without flaws. Crashes and performance issues occasionally disrupt the experience, and some features feel incomplete. Yet, for fans of games like Spore, or those fascinated by evolution, Thrive is an intriguing and ambitious project that's already enjoyable despite its rough edges. If you're willing to overlook the early quirks and invest in its development, Thrive offers a fascinating journey into the mechanics of life. It's a game that rewards patience and curiosity, making it a must-try for simulation enthusiasts. At number 8 we have Monument Valley 2, Panoramic Edition, the sequel to Monument Valley with more mind space bending puzzles to solve. You begin a quest that you have taken once before. Through the sacred geometry of the impossible object, you must guide your daughter along, testing her and preparing the both of you for the next stages of your lives. Your daughter is carefree and gleefully skips behind you. When the both of you are reunited after briefly separating by chance, there's a moment in your heart that tells you that this will be an impactful journey. The story of Monument Valley 2 is told in a more straightforward manner. The two women are fulfilling a purpose that becomes clearer as you progress further into the game. Like its predecessor, the world that this game is set in can take your breath away like a magnificent work of art that is both effortless and devious, depending on how you manipulate the puzzle. Puzzle solutions are straightforward as per the first game, with switches strewn about, guiding you along each impossible structure that couldn't have been possible in real life. Each puzzle isn't too difficult, and it's only a matter of time that you solve each of them and guide both your characters through each chapter. Puzzles are more like a complex idea presented in a simple manner, making impossible things in the real world possible in the game, and your brain needs to think as such to solve each of them, once again playing with your perception of space. The game challenges and confuses you with easily recognizable objects that upon closer inspection makes no sense at all. The puzzle design in the sequel is 2 steps above the last title with more complex visuals. There are also new concepts introduced like transformative sunlight and 2 character solutions. If you want more mind and space bending puzzles to solve, definitely play this game. At number 9 we have Forrader Hero, a turn-based roguelike with tactical elements where you're locked in a relentless forward march through the eerie forgotten proto-world. The game challenges you to fight hordes of monsters, undead overlords, and ultimately save your soul without the option to step back. Essentially, Forrader Hero is a compact yet complex experience. You'll choose from a selection of heroes, each with unique skills that define your playstyle, be it brute force, precision, or tactical maneuvering. Gameplay is straightforward. Make decisions on the fly, collect items to enhance your survivability, and tread carefully as every path is riddled with dangers. The no step back mechanic adds an intriguing layer of strategy, forcing you to weigh each move carefully. The game's visuals are simple yet effective, complementing its fast-paced, high-stakes design. While the technical depth is captivating, the lack of a detailed tutorial may leave you scratching your head at first. Not every system is intuitive, but once you find your rhythm, the gameplay loop becomes both rewarding and addictive. The roguelike elements shine, offering replayability as you unlock new strategies and master different heroes. Though it's light on meta progression and still rough around the edges, Forrader Hero delivers a tight, focused experience, perfect for short bursts or a casual evening. If you enjoy roguelikes with a twist, this game is a steal in a bundle. Just be ready to adapt quickly. There is no turning back. At number 10 we have Monument Valley, Panoramic Edition, a stylized puzzle game focusing on how we see the world. You'll journey through a series of rooms, trying to direct your character to the end. Clicking on walkable parts of the floor will move your character to it. The path towards your goal is never straightforward though. There are mechanisms in place for you to rotate or slide to move the world around, and buttons to press to manipulate it further. Puzzles aren't complicated, and there's only one solution per puzzle. If you get stuck, you can always just click around the level and mess with interactive objects till a solution is found. What makes this game challenging is the way it deals with your perception. Sometimes things might look impossible to get your character to another platform. That is until you rotate the scene and line up the squares. The way the game messes with your brain is how you perceive space itself. Some objects may seem too far away. That is because you're thinking about the space based on your understanding of what it is in real life. Putting these objects at certain levels vertically and horizontally may make them appear to be next to each other, allowing your character to move across it. While it may not make sense if you see what's happening on screen in real life, in this game it does, and it forces your noodle to think differently. Along your mind-bending journey, you're periodically stopped by your in-game ancestors, telling you of your significance to the valley and reminding you of why you're there. The true reason why this valley and its strange architectures even exist is never truly explained, but you have to keep it up to date and tidy, as what's been done throughout the generations. These story pieces of your ancestors gives your brain a little bit of a break from the puzzles. This game is an awesome game to play to challenge your brain in perception and mind-bending understanding of space. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle feels like one of those depends on what you own already kind of deals. If you're fresh to these games, you've got some gems here. Monument Valley 1 and 2 for chill puzzle vibes, Teslagrad 2 if you want slick platforming, and Broken Pieces for that moody narrative hit. Metamorphosis is straight up bizarre, but memorable, and Forrader Hero or Thrive add some variety. Not the craziest bundle ever, but for $5, you're definitely getting solid value if you pick smart. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.